A buddy of mine said one time, we're not selling songs, we're selling memories and emotions here, and we're rekindling old memories for people, and songs become they'll take you back to that spot in time where you heard it. And yeah,
You know what else we're selling a lot is geography, and all the best places are taken. John Denver sold the Rocky Mountain, right?
yeah,
Uh, Jimmy Buffett, he owns the beach.
yep,
Damn it. Even more than the beach boy. You can go, you could be in the Maldives and on the jukebox will be Jimmy Buffett. Anywhere there's a beach, Africa,
yeah,
Central America, doesn't matter. And, Brooks and Dunn sold, uh, dance halls in Texas.
you bet.
George Strait is the Pope of Texas. I remember one time I was trying to write a song for George Strait, and the girl that I was dating at the time, she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm trying to write a song for George Strait." And she goes, "Oh, that's easy." I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Just go blah, 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 Texas." And I went, "Wow."
Hmm.
I never finished blah, 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 Texas, but, you know, George Strait sells Texas. You're selling, Alabama sells the South,
Yeah,
and Billy Joel sells New York, and Bruce Springsteen sells New Jersey. So yeah, if
yeah,
you can get a piece of geography and make it your own, then
that's
you can do
exactly
good. It's
right.
hard to beat the beat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chesney ran for the beach, but he ended up being a pirate offshore. So that, but it works. It
yeah,
works.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's another, yeah. There's another
So,
good example. Yeah.
you mentioned a couple of people that I look up to as songwriters, and they're great entertainers as well, but particularly Billy Joel. His music, especially in the earlier years, just astounded me. The lyrics and songs that have become just so familiar with everyone, like Piano Man, and it just blows me away. And I go back and sometimes reference him and go, well, what would he do? And when I'm not feeling so inspired, I'll go back and listen to these various people. Who is it that you might tap into, and are there artists out there that you go back and go, I'm not feeling it today, but I know this person will kind of put me in the mood for writing.
Well, to me, anything after Bach is I don't want to know. I love Bach. So
Okay,
when I want to get away from it, I just play Bach over and over. But
awesome.
I think uh, that's a really good question. I think fun music. I'm a child of the '60s, so I have a playlist of road songs,
Yeah.
'60s, '70s, '80s. That are just that make you want to dance. And then I also have a playlist of kind of folk. Uh, your sort of your Leonard Cohen, Gordon Lightfoot, Bob Dylan, and then I have a playlist of uh, hard country. The Merle Haggard, Buck Owens, and just any one of those things will get me going.
Cool.
And what also helps me, like I'm working on a thing for Linda Carter now, and uh, Wonder Woman, Linda Carter,
Yeah.
and she'll have a lyric, a kind of a lyric, and then she'll send me a record of the feel that she wants it to be.
Oh,
And
okay.
we wrote songs for uh, a video game called Fallout 4, which was actually a big video game.
Hmm.
And we had a character that we were writing for, and that character, uh, the world had a nuclear war in 1951, so everything is stuck in 1951. So this character is singing sort of Peggy Lee, Mills Brothers,
Gotcha.
um, what's her name, Julie London, but the lyrics are post-apocalyptic.
Hmm.
So, I just immersed myself in Peggy Lee. But then, what would Peggy Lee say after World War III?
Wow.
So stuff like that is a blast because then it becomes a project. So, if you can't get inspired any other way, another thing I decided to do years ago, and it actually kind of worked. I decided, everybody knows the Beatles, and everybody knows when they started out, it was "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and when they finished up, it was "Strawberry Fields" or whatever. So I thought, I'm going to write a song a week or whatever, and I'm going to write the most primitive "Love Me Do" song, and I'm going to work my way to "Strawberry Fields," and write one song for it would have fit on each of their albums. Wow. And I got through about 3 or 4 songs before I, went on to something else. But just to try to write a song that sounds like 1963, and put a little bit of originality into it. But you can't. There's so many things you can't say that you have to stay in that place. Those limitations really help you come up with stuff. Another counterintuitive way is that the more limits you have, the more creative you can be in some way.